Yo, we in the building. Emmanuel George, man, the activist, man. He's in our community. This is one of ours here, man. He's doing the work, man. He's doing the leg work. He's physically and visually doing what he need to do, man. We're gonna tap his brain tonight, man, and see what he got going on. I am FattMann. Y'all like and share, man. Yo, bro, appreciate you here. This is your second visit, man.
Yeah.
Second visit, man. I think you was here when the Chocolate Power first started.
Yeah, the orange background.
Orange background, yeah. That's about a year ago, man. We've been at it about a year, a little bit over a year, man. Almost, actually a year and a half.
Man, kudos to you, man.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, to me, you like the top black podcast in Broward. You know, like I see you. You know with Skrill and you had Lamb on here.
No doubt.
You know,
no doubt.
so like so you doing, man. Kudos to you, man.
Thanks, brother. We doing the work, man. Just trying to create an avenue for people like yourself to come sit down and tell their story. Entertainers, restaurant owners, business owners, or whatever they're into, man. I want to hear about it. Cause I'm always, we never get too old to learn something, man. End of the day, which what make you special tonight, man. You got a lot of jewels to give us, man. I can't wait to talk to you, brother. You got so much going on, George.
Hey,
I appreciate you.
Hey, I just be like, doing my thing, man. Just living my truth every day, man. Like just being able to like do what I enjoy. I think that's just like the meaning of life. It's like you gotta be able to enjoy the time while you're here. Time is real short, you know what I'm saying? Tomorrow's not promised, so just live your life as truthful as you can, enjoy it.
No doubt, bro. No doubt, man. Man, I want to get right at it, man.
Let's get it.
The Emmanuel George collection. How long that been in existence, man?
That started this year.
Started this year?
Yeah, the Emmanuel George collection. So, people know I'm real passionate about preserving Black history and everything down here. And, with the Emmanuel George collection was like, like I was saying about time, you don't know what tomorrow brings. I'm out here, collecting all these documents and all this stuff. Something happened to me, like, we're going to get access to it.
Right.
Who's going to know what that is?
Right.
So I was like, all right, let me start this Emmanuel George collection just in case something was to ever happen, like tragedy or anything, but yeah, so like that was just like my thing with the Emmanuel George collection is just making sure that like I could, in case something happened, people know,
no doubt.
And
no
they
doubt.
could be able to access this information.
The legacy, man.
Yeah, and then plus also it's just like able as well is with the Emmanuel George collection is just to make sure for me to keep going harder because it's at the African American Research Library on Sistrum.
I was going to get into that.
Yeah.
How did that become African American? What do you call it? African American Museum?
Research Library.
Library. How did you go about doing that, man?
Nah, so shout out to Makiba Foster. She's like their director.
Okay.
I think she was at the Schomburg. I think that's in New York. Or there's only 3 African American research libraries. There's one
in the country.
In the U.S., yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's Fort Lauderdale, New York, and Atlanta.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
man.
so it's a special thing, and so I was just like, damn, if there's any Black archives in Broward, and then the African American Research Library, their special collections is the closest thing that we have to it. Like Miami, they have the Black archives in Overtown. So like the African American Research Library is like that for us. Mm-hmm. So so I went there. I came with my documents. I had to like sign some paperwork.
Okay.
And then the Emmanuel George collection became official.
Okay.
And, so when people can actually go there, they could actually see, like Addicts High School yearbooks and different things like that.
So it's several exhibits there. You use a lot of exhibits in that particular for your collection.
So the special collections, like you gotta make an appointment just to go
to see that.
Just to see it because it's archived, it's special documents. These are like you're touching pictures and things from like the 1920s, 1930s. So you got to put gloves on, so like it's like really like it's stuff there that's going to stay there for like until the end of time. That's the purpose of like the archive. And so in the year 2080, someone could look at the Addicts High School yearbook, class of 1965. That's the one I have over there.
How you got your hands on all this stuff, man?
So, I mean, just really passionate about history, just being out there in the community. So, I love, being able to speak to the elders and hear their stories, and sometimes I'll look through their photo books, sometimes they'll have like Addicts Letterman jacket let me touch, or something like
Gotcha.
that. And then, after a while, like they see my purpose, and then, they're a lot older in age. They're
Right.
like, man, I got this yearbook, and I got stuff from that, when they were
When
back
I was
in
a
the day.
kid, yeah.
So like sometimes like they'll just, they'll give it to me.
Oh,
And I'll let
wow.
them know, like this is, what I'm gonna do with them. I'll
No doubt.
archive it over here,
No doubt.
but also got to get their consent too.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to get that consent that they're giving you this,
Right.
and then I go to the library,
Okay.
and then I get it archived. And another thing too is that like it's digital archives too.
Right.
So so like people, you don't got to just be able to physically go to the
Right.
library to go see it. You can see things digitally, videos, different things like that.
Right.
So that's pretty cool too. And just being able to have like the Emmanuel George collection and the African American, at AARL. I'm just gonna shorten it. I saying it too much. At AARL with like the Esther Rowe collection is there.
Okay.
Alex Haley collection is there. The man who who's behind the autobiography of Malcolm X and the movie Roots. You have the Hewitt art collection there. It's like that's a family. They have like some of the largest collections
amongst your collection. Your collection is one of these.
It's in that room.
That's dope, man.
So like it, then that's just legacy building. Like 60, 70, 80 years from now, people gonna know my name.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna like, that's the thing. It's legacy building too.
You planted your flag, bro.
Yeah.
You done planted your flag, and that's just what it is, bro. You know what I mean? I want to ask you about. I seen a picture you posted of an old school shackle. I don't know if it was a neck shackle or one of the chains or something that they put on our ancestors, man.
Yeah.
Is that in your collection?
Nah, that's not, unfortunately. That's in my friend, her name's Imani Latifa. She was the director over at the Hampton House, with the movie One Night in Miami.
Right.
And she had that in her collection.
Oh my God.
And it was shackles that they put on children's on their hands,
right,
and
on their
wrists, and then on their ankles.
What did that feel like to touch something like that, man?
Man, it was emotional. I mean, it's just like dang, like this is an ancestor. Like it's really,
or several that done wore the same shackle.
Yeah, like just like imagining like what they go through. Like every time I think about things like that when it comes to slavery and things that our people went through, it's just like, man, like we are some powerful people.
No doubt.
Because it was like, what I'm saying, like your aunt, your dad, your grandparent, your great eventually like you came from that.
Slave.
They survived.
No doubt.
The torture, the lynchings, and then you're here.
Right.
So like it really just shows to me, it's like, damn, it's very sad and disheartening, but it's also like, like, damn, we really done came through some
shit. It happened.
Yeah.
It happened. Oh my God, man. Hey man, that stuff is dope, man. I can't wait to get it. So how do people go about making an appointment to go see your exhibit?
Yeah, so they can once they go to the African American Research Library, they could just they go to the reception desk and everything, and then they set up an appointment. Sometimes they might get lucky if the archivist is there, lets them in, and then they can set up. They go in there. They can access my archives for research on like a school project or different things, and and then I also to touch back on the archives is I also am archiving Black art. So how like in Miami they have like Purvis Young. He was like the Basquiat of Miami. And they have a lot of his art in their archives. And when I went there, I seen that inspired me to do the same.
Okay.
And plus, like, that's also given like a lot of my friends that are artists, that's getting their names told forever as well.
No doubt.
J.D. Raw Talent, he went to Dillard. That's my brother.
Okay.
He did an Esther Rowe painting.
Okay.
A big Esther Rowe, beautiful. Like he had her afro, like a galaxy, all kind of dope stuff. And,
right.
Like that's one of the paintings that's archived.
Man, I got so many questions for you, man.
Yeah, I love it, man. It's just a real dope. It's one of my favorite podcasts I've been on so far, man.
Real shit.
Yeah, it's a real chill vibe, man. I love it, man.
I'm sitting here with history right here, bro. I flipped the script too now. It ain't all about dancers and entertainers, man. We grounded, man, on the roots, man. That my grandma said, the roots. It's really the root. What grandma called it, the roots. Hey, man, we gonna get right back at it, Emmanuel, man. I see you recently got, what's that, a 28th annual calendar honoree?
Yeah.
Are you in the calendar?
Yeah, AT&T. Yeah.
AT&T, man, tell us
Yeah,
about
it made
that,
me
bro.
feel like, yeah, man, not to brag, but yeah, it was AT&T.
Man, brag,
You know,
dude.
AT&T. Shout out to Crystal Cole. You know, she you know, had me honored, and you know, she's a sister too, black woman.
Yeah.
And basically, like every year, you know, they honor different African Americans, black people in the state of Florida. You know, so I was, you know, this year I was one of those people that was honored.
How they can find this calendar, man?
Man, it's on there. AT&T. You just type in AT&T Black History Annual. Like
Man,
every year.
dope, man. I even did like this here to the picture. Look, that nigga in there.
Yeah.
He on the front cover.
Yeah, man. I just want to be the prime example to show that consistency creates reality. You know, the more you keep going, you know what I'm saying?
How many years you been putting in this work, man?
Man, it's been about like 5, 6.
Oh my God, bro. And that scene, like, you done so much, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
so much, bro, in the time. And man, well, some people may say 5 years ain't a lot. No, but you working.
Yeah.
You working, you making progress, man. You know, sometimes I used to looking at, not to get off track off the subject, but I used to look at some old interviews and archives of way Tupac used to tell the guys that when they say he's going to the studio and do so many albums at one time, so many records at one time, and he said, I ain't got a lot of time here. Not saying that's your story or mine, but when you see guys you make you wonder a little bit, like, man, they feel like they got to put this work in, man, because they don't know when that time gonna come. Yeah. You ever think about that, man?
Oh, man, all the time.
Because you got to think, you're a young man, brother, and you're doing a lot, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, man, it's like that's eerie, you know.
It is, man, ain't it?
It is. Like, it's like I think about it all the time because it's inevitable, you know. Definitely something's going.
Yeah, we ain't getting away from that.
Yeah, we all gonna have to come to that sometime, you know. Like I just that's why for me it's like I just try to live a life as peaceful as possible, you know. What I'm saying, like if I ever offended anyone before, you know, like, you know, hey, I apologize, you know, I'll say it publicly, right. You know, because we all have, you know, done some crazy things. And if I was pissed off at someone, I just let the shit go now. You know what I'm saying? So I think about it a lot, you know, because it's inevitable, and that's why I just want to be able to live chill, live peaceful, be able to enjoy, you know, some success from this eventually sometime. And, you know, have a family, some kids, and yeah,
no doubt. No kids yet?
Nah, man, not yet, man. One of these days soon.
Man, don't just start pulling out.
Nah, man, I'm
messing with
on
you, dog.
I'm
messing with you, man. I'm messing with you, man. I know this ain't that type of show, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna throw my jams, though. You hear me? Hey, I saw you posted something about your uncle was a painter.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Last week, I wanted to send me to my dad's house, and I picked up about like 60 of his paintings.
You put them on the archives?
I'm about to.
You about to?
I'm about to put some of them, but you know, but I'm also I also want to do a gallery on my uncle's work. That's always been a dream of mine because like I was like a little child, you know, seeing his art on the wall, seeing images of beautiful black people and landscapes and everything. And now it's like, damn, I have his paintings here, and like and a lot of people are loving it. I'm like, all right, cool, you know. So that's getting his legacy to live on forever. And then also like that's just something like, you know, for me just to be able to have that in my possession. Right. That's dope. Like, man, like I'm gonna make my own like personal gallery with his art soon too. Yeah,
I don't think it's man, look what you're into now, man. I don't think it's just happen to be a coincidence, brother, that you dialed in and what you dialed into. I don't think it's by coincidence, man. I think that's by design, brother.
Facts, it is. I mean, I feel as if I know it is. You know, like knowing what my uncle was like. You know, like he was, you know, a very talented, you know, artist in Dominica, where my family's from, and everything. And then like he also started the DAG, the Dominica Artists Guild. Like it was like a artist collective in Dominica, just like multiple black artists coming together. You know, so you know, like he was just like a visionary. And then my dad was always big on the poetry tip, and also on just being a historian too. Yeah, no doubt. So you know, so like you know, definitely see them in me.
Man, that's pretty dope, bro. That's pretty dope. I think all your stars is aligned, brother. I gotta call it what it is, man. Hey, let me ask you, got Dominican in your background?
Dominica.
Dominica. What is it? Dominican and Dominica different? They different? Man, I don't know, man. Y'all forgive
Nah,
me,
so
man.
like, it's all cool. Shout out to the Dominicans too, man. They cool, you know.
Dominica, where's that?
So Dominica's in the lower Antilles, you know. So it's like going like south to like
close to what?
St. Lucia, Trinidad area.
Okay.
You know, like
Dominica.
Yeah, Dominican Republic. They up there.
Yeah, by Haiti over there.
Yeah. You know,
man, I thought that was the man. I say, man, maybe it is a typo.
Nah.
I saw it. I'm like, hold up, I'm looking at this right. So it's Dominica.
yeah, Dominica.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, all right. Hey, man. So that's where your roots from?
Yeah, my parents, but I was born down here. You know,
okay, gotcha.
So I'm like African American, Afro Caribbean, Afro something.
Right.
Black, you know?
When last time you been over there?
2015. I went there for Carnival.
Was it lit?
Oh man, that's the best carnival in the world, man. I mean, like,
I heard that
Island Carnival is different than like the Miami Carnival and like like the whole soca stuff like that.
Right.
Like, because it's the whole country.
Would that be Trinidad? That's the same.
It's the same.
That's the same.
The same culture too.
Cause I always heard about the Trinidad.
Man, that's like the Madison Square Garden of Carnival.
Really?
Trinidad, yeah.
All the costumes
that's like
and
the roots. That's the
roots.
Beginning. Yeah.
Oh man, I want to go see one of those.
And then it's just like, man, it's just, the women are beautiful.
Yeah, no doubt,
man.
no doubt.
The music,
costumes and stuff.
Yeah, the costumes, and everyone's just enjoying themselves. They're like, they free up themselves. You know, they relaxing. They good. They whining. Or twerking. Whatever you want to call it.
No violence. It don't be nothing like that.
There don't really be no violence like that because everyone's there to have fun.
Right.
I mean, there has been violence times before.
Okay.
I mean, when I was there in Dominica, like the Juve got shut down because some dude got his neck
cut.
You know what I'm saying?
God, bro.
Like not even too far from me. So like sometimes it can be because it's the perfect time to do some stuff.
Yeah, right.
People going there with masks, dancing around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, like you see that person that you had a little situation with, you gonna go there with that mask and like dancing,
so
and next thing poke.
Yeah.
It's a big crowd.
You don't know where you at.
Yeah.
I never thought about that, but you're right though.
Yeah, man.
That's perfect time for that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I tell you, man.
That's why I just say, man, you just go there and just to relax yourself. Don't be on there on that ego tip, man.
Go there and have a good time.
Yeah, don't let that stuff.
There'll be a lot of people that traveling from out of the states.
Oh yeah.
Mainly or the natives.
It'd be a lot of natives, but you're gonna find people like traveling because Carnival's like it's the whole country.
The big deal.
The whole country turned up. You know what I'm saying? It's just a real big culture.
I see the costumes and stuff, so I'll be like, man, oh
yeah.
my God.
Yeah, the women just be.
Oh my God.
But man. Miami Carnival be on point too, because the thing is like the Island Carnival is just like the Trinidad. It's just gonna be just Trinidad.
Okay.
Dominica Carnival is Dominica, but Miami Carnival
melting pot.
Everybody, Jamaicans, Trinis, Haitians, Bahamians.
Why do they call it that? Why do they call it that name? You did Carnival. Why do they call it the Carnival?
I mean, so my understanding of the history behind it goes back to the days when like the Europeans and everything, and like they were like we were finding our ways to like emulate what they were doing in a sense. Right. So like to my understanding.
Right. Hey, I want before I get past that ring, man. What that ring symbolize on your hand, man?
Yeah, so it's a black tourmaline. I got this from Enchanted Jewels, Lauderhill Mall.
Okay, Enchanted Jewels.
Yeah, shout out to Enchanted Jewels, Felicia. Felicia Woods, she be doing her thing.
Okay.
So yeah, it's black tourmaline, man. Just peace. Is to just keep you balanced out. Okay. And I'm a Libra too, so
beautiful.
It's a balanced dude. So
beautiful, man. Beautiful, man. Man, this is amazing. Oh, man, you giving me a great interview, brother.
Thank you.
You giving me some stuff that I didn't even know, man. I want to know now, who is this guy, Darren Seals, man?
Oh man, Darren Seals, man. Like when I started to get into like activism, shout out to my homeboy Buddha. We went to high school together. He went to go play football up in Missouri, and he became friends with Darren Seals in Missouri.
Okay.
And then he was talking to him. He was like, man, I had to connect you to my friend Emmanuel down south. He be doing something. He want to do something. This is when I was getting started. So I was just like looking at him like a mentor.
Right.
Like this man was there when Mike Brown's situation was happening. Like he was on the front lines.
Right.
When the situation with Mike Brown was happening, he was calling out the Black Lives Matter group for their stuff. He even slapped what's the guy, D-Ray, the popular activist that was got a little blue bubble vest.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He slapped him in the mall and everything. And then, he was just like a real like thorough dude, man. He was up there, Farrakhan, was talking to this man,
Right.
like a real powerful dude. But then, like, a lot of activists in Ferguson were getting killed. He was one of them. You know what I'm saying? It was September 6th, I believe. They found him in his Jeep, with a bullet in his head, and, and the Jeep was on fire.
Oh wow!
So
it was execution.
So you know what I'm saying. So he was always getting harassed by the police. So many people think that's
what happened.
That's what happened was the police that did some stuff like that. But we ain't out here burning them.
We want on
lighting. You know what I'm saying? Like we did. We might shoot someone. Shoot someone, light them.
That's like you try to make a statement.
Yeah, that's too much. We ain't on that.
Rest in peace, Darren Seals,
man. Rest in power, though, man.
Definitely, brother. Definitely, man. Hey, man. Let me ask you. I'm changing gears for a second. Is you a vegan?
Nah. People think I'm a vegan all the time, man.
I got that, dog.
I'm getting there, man.
So you working in that direction?
Yeah, slowly. Because I went vegan for 3 months. You know what I'm saying? It was real cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, you felt more energetic after you ate. Right. You didn't really get that itis feeling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you start to, tone down, right?
Yeah.
But, no, I'm not vegan yet, man. I still eat chicken. I still eat fish, but every now and then. But it's just slowly. Right. I'm just going to do it. Last time I went cold turkey and then
and tried to go straight in.
Yeah, and I relapsed. And then I was like, I started, I some steak or something.
Right. And then, shout out to Chef Maul, man. Chef Maul, big. He was a vegan chef, been on the show. Real dope brother, man. Shout out to him, man. That's what he on to. He do it all vegan, man.
Yeah, like vegans, it's cool. Like there's a spot up in Pompano, black owned. Shout out to my brother Chef Sam. Me and him working on some adult project.
Right.
I'll share it on here too.
Definitely.
But he got a spot in Pompano called the Rabbit Hole, where he sells vegan food for people who want to transition or is curious.
Okay.
So he will sell vegan chicken wings.
Okay.
Vegan lemon pepper wings. Vegan ribs, vegan mac and cheese, vegan spicy chicken sandwiches.
Okay.
Stuff like that. If you could I could be a vegan, you could be a heavy meat eater.
Right.
And we could go there and we could still enjoy a meal.
Yeah. Chef Maul bought on the show, he bought a vegan macaroni and cheese.
Word.
A vegan sweet potato type of circle. He cut them in the vegan circle sweet potatoes. What else he had? He had a dragon fruit ribs.
Okay.
That was real different for me. The texture was great. It's gonna take me a while, Maul, to get all the way into that level, man. But I did enjoy the mac and cheese, and I did enjoy the sweet potatoes. Was amazing. And it was another thing. Oh no, he had the what's that stuff look like rice?
Like rice.
It looked like rice, but it's not. It's a name for it. I can't.
All right.
I can't think of that, but it looked like rice, but it eat like rice a little bit, but it ain't rice.
Okay.
But that stuff was pretty good too. I enjoyed it, man.
Okay.
So that's why I asked you about the vegan, because I see you post a lot of vegan dishes.
Yeah, I do eat a lot of vegan food because it be on point. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like the food be nice.
No doubt.
It ain't just like kale and berries, it's actually stuff that you would actually think is like, man, that ain't chicken.
Yeah.
No
doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. That's important though, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you're right, that food sit on you, man.
Oh yeah.
Especially if you're sitting there watching TV, man, your next thing you know, now you done gained 7 pounds.
Exactly.
Overnight.
Exactly.
Because you ain't processing the food.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I totally
What I do is I intermittent fasting. That's what I do. So
How
I
often?
eat between 12 and 6.
12 and 6,
Yeah.
you cut it off.
Yeah.
12 in the afternoon?
12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Yeah.
6 at night?
No, 12 p.m. Yeah, till 6 at night. Yeah, just the 6 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then after 6 is just water.
After 6 is just water.
Yeah, just water. So I like when I was in Lake Wales earlier this year, doing their African American Archive project. I was 420 heavy. So you're getting the munchies, man. I was eating like crazy up there. So when I came back, I was 205. And then I was like, man, I gotta do something, I gotta trim. So I started doing more walks around the park and everything. And then I got on the intermittent fasting.
Right.
Not eating breakfast. So sometimes I might just eat like 1 or 2 meals a day.
Okay.
And I still function. I'm still straight.
Man, I know people see my gears turning right now, right? You say 12 in the afternoon to 6 at night, and after 6 at night is all water?
Just water, yeah.
Oh, Lord.
It's discipline, man.
Oh no, dog. My gears turning, boy. You saw my gears. The camera follows that nigga gears turning right now. This nigga say 12.
But between
the
12 and
6.
6, you could eat what, enjoy what you want to eat. You know?
I don't even know how you get accustomed to doing certain things, man. It's psychological at that point. Now you like, I gotta eat this at a time or whatever. I need to change my life, man.
Nah, you got this, man.
I do. I got to get more dialed into that there, George, man, because I already know, man, it ain't good, man. The older you get, the worse it off it is.
Mm-hmm.
The worse it off it is. You get them bad eating habits, and then you end up with all kind of ailments, and now you're in the casket.
That was one of the things for me, because like when I was up there, like I started like hearing myself breathe. So like I'm like, damn, I'm breathing heavy. Like I gotta do something. So like, man, we really got to take care of ourselves, especially like our generation, because like you be hearing about people in their 30s and 40s.
Yeah, heart attacks, man.
We really got to get on our job, man. Plus, stay away from them blunts too. Because like I had to say that, man. A lot of people smoke weed, and and I'm 420 friendly too, but like later on in life, that's gonna play in like all that tobacco.
It got an effect on you, man.
All that tobacco,
It has effect in these too, man. You ain't lying about that, brother.
So y'all just get on the papers. That's all.
My next question is a double question.
Let's get it.
What's your opinion on the black violence going on right now? What we can do to stop it or tone it down a little bit, man? What's something you would do, man, if you was in Congress or in power, man? What would you try to implement to stop it, man, or even slow it down?
Man, it's a layered issue, because it's like, rest in peace to Wiz. That situation was crazy. And then like in Hallandale, like you had like a lot of OGs, a lot of them were, got roped up doing time, and all that. It wasn't really that much guidance, you know what I'm saying? So we definitely gotta like touch on many different ways, I just feel as if like, it's about capital, money. Like we really gotta really like just like grow economically and just be able to do our own thing, you know what I'm saying? And that way, like,
as a race,
once there's money, once there's money, and we got wealth, ain't gonna really be no need for like no crazy
right acts to be taken,
So like to me, that's just one of the ways. And man, to me that's just one of the ways I go about it, man, because I be thinking about, I'm like, damn, man, we failed the next generation already. I feel like
I agree. I agree.
So
I believe ours have failed too before. Something went wrong.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't the way it is now.
Yeah, because I was thinking about that, like even like in the music situation with like a lot of these young artists on the drill scene and all that, like they just killing each other and all kind of stuff. Bro. And I'm like, damn, like just 10 years ago, like you had like more like the blog era of hip hop with like Wiz Khalifa, Currency, Big Crit, Drake, Nipsey was on the scene coming up, Big Sean, and it was more like. It wasn't like it was like, all right, like we black, but we still going, we go to college, we might go to a frat party, we living our life. And then now it's just like it's just so insane, man.
Oh my God, it's reckless, bro.
It's to the point now where it's just like I just be like, damn, this dude died, like, all right,
numb to it, right?
Yeah. Sad.
Shout out to Big Crit, man. My daughter introduced me to him. Dope artist too.
Dope artist, dope producer.
Dope. He don't get a lot of credit, but he dope.
Yeah, man. He's so underrated.
No doubt, man. Man, that drives my next questions, man. Tell us about the Miami Foundation grant, man.
Okay, yeah. So the Miami Foundation, shout out to RFL, Rebecca, the director from the Miami Foundation. I applied for it. I started a nonprofit, the Black Orchid Foundation.
Okay.
Dope. And so through that, I like, let me shoot my shot. I applied, and I ended up getting it.
Just like that.
Yeah, it was. I got it, man. It was a $5,000 grant. Well, I mean, good for a first time grant.
Beautiful.
And then that money went, and then we did the Chitlin Circuit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So,
that's my next question.
Oh, yeah? So,
it went right into that.
So the Chitlin Circuit. All right. So the Chitlin Circuit, through the Black Orchid Foundation, is basically a mobile concert series. So, like, how, like, like NPR, Tiny Desk concerts.
Okay.
Or back in the day, MTV had Unplugged.
Okay.
Like Lauryn Hill,
Gotcha. When they do it live.
Yeah, they had like the band.
Right.
So like, yeah, the Chitlin Circuit is like intimate concerts.
Okay.
But the only difference is it's gonna be mobile and it's in historic Black institutions.
When you say mobile, what that mean?
So like it's gonna really be like the Chitlin Circuit, like back in the day, where like the Chitlin Circuit was like little small like juke joints and everything, where like
in a
artists
park?
They were like inside, like venues. like venues like the Palms in Hallandale.
I got you.
Like different, like where the clubs were, like where James Brown, Sam Cooke.
This taking place now, Emmanuel?
That's what I'm doing with the Chitlin Circuit. But the historical Black institutions like the Hampton House, we did the first one.
Okay.
The Hampton House it's in Brown Sub.
Okay.
And it used to be like a Black hotel.
Gotcha.
And that was what the Hampton House is most known for is February 25th, 1964, when Cassius Clay defeated Sonny Liston.
That's where they fought at?
Yeah, they fought in Miami.
Okay.
And then that night, it was Cassius Clay, Malcolm X, Sam Cooke, and Jim Brown
at that motel.
And they were in Ali's room.
I seen it on what's the name?
On Amazon. Yeah. That was a real life situation, and they were in that room. But the real story, no one knows what they talked about.
Okay.
It was just 4 legendary Black men in the hotel room. But what we do know is after that day, Cassius Clay became Cassius X, then became Muhammad Ali.
Right.
Malcolm, started to take more of like a Pan-Africanist approach to activism, and he was assassinated.
Right.
Sam Cooke, started to be more politically involved through music, and then he was assassinated. Jim Brown, legendary football player, retired and then went on to pursue other endeavors.
Right.
So like we did a concert there in the cafe.
How many acts?
It was 3 acts.
3 acts.
Yeah. So it was Zaya. He's from Cali.
Okay.
He came up in the church. He's a singer.
Right. Right.
Dope dude.
Okay.
And then we had Kaylin Arnold. Kaylin is pretty dope. She's verified on Instagram. I guess that means
Kaylin Arnold.
Yeah, she got the blue check on Instagram.
She's talented. She local?
She's somewhere down here. I think in Lauderdale.
Kaylin Arnold. Okay, we're gonna try to get on the show.
Like she is talented.
What genre of music would she be?
Like it's like
jazz,
like a soul eclectic.
Soul collective.
Like a soul eclectic kind of sound, like a like a neo vibe.
Okay.
And then we had Jay Howard in the Experience. It's him and his band.
Okay.
So like in the Experience, that the band, they're gonna be a part of the Chitlin Circuit.
Okay.
Continuation. So when someone performs, they performing with the band.
Gotcha.
So we did it in the cafe.
Mm-hmm.
Which is where have you ever seen a picture of Malcolm X and Muhammad Ali?
I did.
Yeah, that was in that cafe. We did a concert.
Oh my God.
So
does it still look historic?
Yeah, it still got the feel to it. You still got Ali's seat. Where he sat and everything.
Oh wow.
So yeah, man.
That's pretty dope, bro.
They got Dr. King's room too in there.
That's pretty dope, man. How many minutes we looking at, Brown?
We over 30 right now.
We good. We gonna keep moving. I got a couple more questions,
right.
man. I want to talk about, man. So when the next concert for that, real quick?
Yeah, we working on that for Art Basel.
Okay, Art Basel. What year? What time frame is this?
End of November, early December.
We're gonna keep us dialed in on that.
Yeah,
I definitely want to check it out, man.
Definitely, man. We working on some things.
I love Black shit, man.
Yeah,
straight up, bro.
Yeah,
big
man.
supporter of that, bro. Real quick though, man. Emmanuel, the Esther Road. You spoke about Esther Road painting just now, and are you in contact with some of her family?
I know a few of her family.
You know a few of her family?
She has a huge family. She's the 10th of 18 children.
Oh wow.
So they all throughout. Miami, Broward, West Palm,
really
all over. But yeah, but the thing is like the house that sits on 3rd.
That's what I want to go to.
Yeah,
there too.
like you know what I'm saying. When you go to the Ely homecoming, or like the MLK parades.
Right.
It says like the home of actress Esther Road.
Right.
But in reality, it's like due to like you see like documents on the house.
Right.
It was built in like 1941, 1942.
Okay.
So Esther Road was born in 1920. So she was already
20 years old.
21, 22.
When she
she was in I think she was at Spelman, I think.
Okay.
And so she was doing her thing. You know. But that's the family house.
Somebody living in it now? Somebody occupying it?
Not now, but it's her grandnephew is selling it.
He's selling it.
Yeah.
Did he ever sell it?
I don't know. It's a crazy situation because it's a big family.
Right.
So you have a lot of people that isn't that the house to be preserved.
Right, it should be.
And then it definitely should be.
It should be.
And then then you have he want to make some money. And then there's when you look at the perspective.
Right.
There's things as they are, and there's things as they should be. So for him, he it's the American way. You want to make a buck. You know what I'm saying? But then on and as they should be is Dom, man, save that house. You know.
Yeah.
So it's a crazy situation.
And if he thought about it, why wouldn't he make it like an art situation, or like her put her stuff in there and make it like people could pay to walk through it. See, this where she slept, or this a picture of her, such a get these things, gather these archives and put them in there, turn it into like a little museum, and charge people to come through there and look at it.
Yeah, I mean the thing is like the city tried to buy it before, and first time
were they gonna do that?
They were like,
were they gonna do that with it?
I believe they would have. That's what their plan was.
She like the biggest thing out of pumping on.
Yeah, so she gonna make the money, because they were trying to like put the landmark little placemaker and all that on there. But he said no the first time. The second time, we're gonna see how that's gonna go.
Right.
Hopefully, he gets it, because like you said, like they could literally just reimagine the house.
You can still turn up some money out of it, man.
Yeah, but I went inside there though.
How does it look, man?
I mean, so they set it up like a duplex kind of.
Okay.
Like the front half, like the kitchen is modernized, the bathroom's modernized. And the back is the back got a lot of work to do. Like, like once you step in, like you might just you fall through.
It's a wood house.
Yeah. So it's like them old Bahamian houses.
Oh my God.
And but yeah, like for me personally, what I would do, what I'm saying, it would definitely be preserved.
No doubt.
Definitely have the placemaker on there.
No doubt.
Use that house as like a walkthrough. For walking tours.
Yeah.
If you want to have
tours.
like a little. Something where you can have like programming things happening there.
Yeah.
So there's definitely because tourism is what makes us money in this state.
No doubt, man.
So you put that. Let's just say it's a house of Esther Road. People gonna come down.
That's it. Who don't want to get a taste of, get a sight of, and try to feel the energy off of somebody that lived in this house as a child. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And she an icon, man. Yeah. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah, I think she's the first black TV sitcom mom. So
it's a big deal.
Yeah, shout out to Esther Roll.
It's a big deal, brother.
Yeah.
Man, Emmanuel, man. Hey, man, I appreciate you for coming through today. And, man, blessing us with the opportunity to do it again.
Yeah.
This is our second time around. You know what I mean?
I'm loving it, man. I love the vibes here. It's real chill. It's real kickback, man. And it's like a real honest, it feel like we ain't even on record right now.
Man, that's what it's about, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like to get intimate with the guests, man. And, I'm connected to the soil, too, brother. I'm woke, too. Brother, sometimes I might drive off the road with some of my rhetoric, man. But I'm totally connected to what's going on out here in these streets, man. And I do know right from wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We all human.
Yeah.
We all make mistakes. That's why I say you can't talk down on anybody, man, when you probably got things going on in your world.
Exactly.
So no need to. Hey, we all did some stuff before.
Man, how they can find you in the social media world?
Instagram at Black Broward, just straight through BlackBroward. Facebook, Emmanuel George. You find the Emmanuel George collection at the African American Research Library. And stay tuned for the next Chitlin Circuit.
Hey, y'all heard him, man. He actually got his boots on the ground, man. Y'all looking at a legend, man, in the flesh. He putting the work in, man. He active out here, man. This the Chop Up Hour. I need you to like and share, man. Subscribe, man. Look out for the new film coming out soon, Voices from the Dead, man. Hey, we doing big things, man. I'm chopping it up with greatness right now, man. This is Chop Up Hour on FattMann. This is Emmanuel George. Y'all tap in and fuck with us. Yo.